It is said that by the practice of these bandhas the 16 adhras are closed. Adhra, from the root, dhr, is equal to support, means a support, a vital part. The 16 vital parts are the thumbs, ankles, knees, thighs, prepuce, organs of generation, navel, heart, neck, throat, palate, nose. The middle of the eyebrows, forehead, head and Brahmarandhra, the aperture in the crown of the head through which the soul is said to escape on leaving the body. There is a grave danger in attempting to learn the Uddiyana and Mula bandhas by oneself, without the personal supervision of an experienced guru or teacher. Improper performance of the Uddiyana bandha will cause involuntary discharge of semen and loss of vitality, while that of Mula bandha will seriously weaken the practitioner who will lack virility. Even the correct performance of Mula bandha has its own dangers. It increases sexual retentive power, thereby tempting the practitioner to abuse that power. If he succumbs to that temptation, he is lost. All his dormant desires are aroused and become lethal like a sleeping serpent struck with a stick. With the mastery of the 3 bandhas, the yogi is at the crossroads of his destiny. One road leads to bhoga or the enjoyment of worldly pleasures. The other leads to yoga or union with the Supreme Soul. The attraction of worldly pleasures is great. The yogi, however, feels greater attraction for their creator. The senses open outwards and consequently they are attracted to objects and follow the path of bhoga. If the direction of the senses is changed so that they turn inwards, then they follow the path of yoga. The yogi's senses invert to meet the Creator, the source of all creation. It is when the aspirant has mastered the 3 bandhas that the guidance of a guru is most essential. For under proper guidance, this increased power is sublimated for higher and nobler pursuits. The practitioner then becomes an erdhritis, erdhava is equal to upwards, ritis is equal to semen, or one who lives a life of celibacy and does not dissipate his virility. He will then acquire moral and spiritual power. The power within him will shine forth like the sun. While practicing Mula bandha, the yogi attempts to reach the true source or Mula of all creation. His goal is the complete restraint or bandha of the chitta, which includes the mind, manas, the intellect, buddhi, and the ego, aharhar. The human body is a miniature universe in itself. Hatha is composed of the syllables ha and tha, which mean the sun and the moon respectively. The solar and the lunar energy is said to flow through the 2 main nadis, Pingala and Idae, which start from the right and the left nostrils respectively and move down to the base of the spine. Pingala is the nadi of the sun, while the Idae is the nadi of the moon. In between them is the Susumna, the nadi of fire. As stated earlier, Susumna Nadi is the main channel for the flow of nervous energy, and it is situated inside the Meru Danda or spinal column. Pingala and Idae intersect each other and also Susumna at various places. These junctions are called chakras or wheels and regulate the body mechanism as flywheels regulate an engine. The main chakras are Muladhara chakra, which is situated in the pelvic region above the anus. Mula is equal to root, cause, source. Adhra is equal to support or vital part. Swadhisthana chakra above the organs of generation. Swa is equal to vital force, soul. Adhisthana is equal to seat or abode. Manipurka chakra is the navel, Mars. Tipira is equal to navel. The Manas and the Sirya chakras between the navel and the heart. Manas is equal to mind. Surya is equal to sun. Anahata chakra in the cardiac region. Anahata is equal to heart. Visuddha chakra in the pharyngeal region. Visuddha is equal to pure. Ajya chakra between the eyebrows. Ajya is equal to command. The Sahasrara chakra, which is called the 1,000-petaled lotus, in the cerebral cavity. And Lalita chakra, which is at the top of the forehead. Lalita is equal to forehead. It may be that these chakras correspond to the endocrine glands, which supply hormones and other internal secretions to the system. The Muladhara and the Swadhisthana chakras perhaps correspond to the gonads, the testicles, penis and prostate in males and the ovaries, uterus and vagina in females. In between these two chakras is the seat of the genitals, known as Kamrupa after Kama, the god of passion and love. The abdominal organs like the stomach, spleen, liver and pancreas perhaps correspond to the Manipurka chakra. The two adrenals may stand for the Surya and Manas chakras. The Anahata chakra is the heart and the main blood vessels around it. The Vishuddha chakra may be the thyroid, parathyroid and the thymus. The Agya, Sahasrara and Lalita chakras may be the brain matter and the pituitary and pineal glands. According to the tantric texts, the object of pranayama is to arouse Kundalini 1, the divine cosmic force in our bodies. Kundalini 1 is symbolized as a coiled and sleeping serpent lying dormant in the lowest nerve center at the base of the spinal column, the Muladhara chakra. This latent energy has to be aroused and made to go up the spinal column, piercing the chakras up to the Sahasrara, the 1,000-petaled lotus in the head, the network of nerves in the brain, and there to unite with the Supreme Soul. This is perhaps an allegorical way of describing the tremendous vitality, especially sexual, which is obtained by the practice of Uddiyana and Mula Bandhas described above. The arousing of Kut, T9 Aline 1 and forcing it up is perhaps a symbolic way of describing the sublimation of sexual energy.